press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello all, how are you? I hope that all are doing good. So today I am here with you with the new lesson. The name of the lesson is If I Were You. If I Were You, it was a story and it was a play, okay, and it was written by a writer called Douglas James, okay. So let's see about the writer's introduction. So he was born in the year 1937 and he is an American writer, and he is an activist and also a Christian theology, okay. Theologist means a person who expert in a theology. So theology means a study of religion, okay. So he is expert in the religion. So this is and about his works are here are the works of Douglas James, that is Non-Violent Cross, Theology of Revolution and Peace, and the next one is The Resistance and Contemplation, The Way of Liberation. So these are the works of Douglas James, okay. So this is about the writer's introduction. So let's see about this lesson. So this lesson, it is in a form of conversation because it is a play. It is in a form of dialogue, okay, between the two characters. Here there are two characters. So the characters are here, that is Gerard and Intruder, okay. So the name of the characters are, that is Gerard and Intruder. So Gerard is a writer, okay. So he is a writer, and this Gerard, he was a man who enters the Gerard cottage so without his permission, and he is an unknown man, okay, unknown man. So what is the intention behind this person, but that is Intruder? Let's see in this lesson. Actually he take the place of writer. So that's why here the title refers called If I Were You. It means if I were you, it means here the Intruder, it is telling about I become you, okay. That is, he wanted to become the identity of Gerard, okay. So his intention is to kill the Gerard, okay, and he has to take his identity, Gerard's identity, okay. So that's why here the title is it is in a form of like this, okay. If I were you. So this Intruder, he wanted to take the place of the identity of Gerard, okay, because he was escaping from police and he wanted to hide his identity. So he wanted to kill Gerard and then he wanted to take his identity. In his place he wanted to stay in that cottage, okay. So let's see here. Gerard lives alone in a lonely cottage. So he is a writer by profession and he is living alone in a cottage. So an intruder who is a criminal. So who is the intruder? He is a criminal. Intruder is a criminal and he is a writer. Okay, so he is a writer. So you may call it as an author who writes the play. Okay. So he writes a play. So this is the Gerard. Here, an intruder who is a criminal enters his cottage. He intends to murder Gerard and take on his identity. Does he succeed? Okay, here is the question. So he just wanted to take the identity of Gerard. So he came to his cottage, Gerard's cottage, to kill Gerard and come to his place, to get the identity of Gerard, okay. So he is a criminal. So Intruder is a criminal and Gerard is a writer. Okay, so this is about, here there is some activity. You should know some of the words which is new words and new phrases are there. So you have to find out. So while I am doing lesson, I am just telling some new words with its meanings, and you have to match those words which is given in the column. Okay, so you should have to match according to the meaning of those words. Okay, so this is the thing. So let's see here. here because it is a play, so this story, it is in a play form, so it has organized on a stage and there is a scene. Okay, so scene is like this. So let's see what is the scene here. The stage is set there. Okay, a small cottage interior. There is an entrance back right which may be curtained. Another door to the left must be a practical door. Okay, so it is a small cottage. Okay, the small cottage, it is a kind of a home, okay, which is giving for a guest. Okay, so it is a cottage, a small cottage. It is the, what about the interior, the designing of the inside of that cottage. So there is an entrance back. So from the back, it was a back right. From the back right, so there is an entrance which may be curtained. So that entrance door, it has curtained. So there is a curtain there. Then another door to the left must be practical door. So in that cottage there is an another door, so which is practically using, but it is not curtained. Okay, then the furniture is simple. So how it is decorated, the scene, so furniture is very simple. It is not like luxurious one, it is a simple one. Okay, consisting of a small table towards the left. So the left of the room, so it has organized with the table. Then a chair, then it has a in that room, there will be the chair, and then and a divan rather upstage on the right. So there is a divan. Okay, divan means it is a kind of a bed, but it is usually not a bed. It is called, you can call it as a cot. Okay, so that is called divan. Then rather upstage on the right. On the table is a telephone. So on that table there is a small table. On that there is a telephone. Okay, so there. When the curtain rises, Gerard is standing by the table making a phone call. So when the curtain rises, you know, when the play has said, when the drama is going to be happen, so what happened? So the curtains will be closed. Okay, so then what they do? So when the drama starts, when a play starts, so the curtains are going to open. Okay, so now the curtains are rising up. So they are rising up. So then Gerard is standing. So what we see in this play, Gerard is standing in that room by holding the phone and by the table making a phone call. So he is holding the phone and he is calling to somebody. Then he is a medium height. So now the description of a Gerard. Okay, so Gerard, he is a medium and not too short and not too tall. Okay, so then, and wearing a horn rimmed glasses. So he is wearing a horn rimmed glasses. It is a kind of a glass. And he is dressed in a lounge suit and a great coat. So he has, how he was dressed? So he was dressed in a lounge suit. Okay, and also it was overcoated. Then his voice is cultured. While he was speaking on telephone, so it seems like a cultured one. Well, cultured means educated. A person, he is educated. Okay, how he knows that how to talk on telephone conversation. Okay, so that is called cultured. Then Gerard, well, tell me to phone up directly. I must know. So now I must know. Yes, I expect I will still be here, but you mustn't. Could count on that in about 10 minutes time. Right, who? Goodbye. So he is in a conversation on a telephone and is saying to the other person indirectly. Okay, so what it is? Well, tell him to phone up directly. So tell them a person to phone him. Okay, to call him back directly. I must know. So he is, yes, I expect I will be here, but mustn't count on that day. So it means that he wanted to go somewhere, but actually because of some work, he is delaying that work. Okay, and in about 10 minutes to time, right home. So he takes 10 minutes to go for that place. Okay, now he is ready to go there and he is telling that someone directly he can talk with him. Okay, so this is the conversation what Gerard has done when the play has started. Okay, now he puts down the phone and goes to the divan on the left where there is a travelling bag and started packing. So when he finished his conversation on phone, so then he goes to the divan which is there on the left of the room. Okay, and then he was started packing his bag which he is decided for traveling. Okay, then whilst he is this engaged. Another man similar in build to Gerard enters from the right silently. So when he was busy in the packing of his bag, so suddenly from the door, so some person has entered into the cottage, okay, into his room, okay. Silently he is entered. Revolver in hand, he is flashily dressed in an overcoat. So he had a revolver in his hand, okay, a weapon. He is having a weapon in his hand. The person who is entering into the cottage of Gerard. Then he is flashily dressed. Flashily dressed means the dress of the person who has entered. So how he has looked? He looks in a bright manner. That looks that clothes are in a bright one, more brightness. Okay. So then, and in an overcoat, and he is also had a overcoat and soft hat. He wore a soft hat. He bumps accidentally against the table, and at the sound Gerard turns quickly. So when he was moving towards the Gerard, so what he has done? So that person has touches to the table. That calls bumps, okay. So that has touches to the table. So suddenly because of that touches to the table, so suddenly he turns there because he produced the sound. So suddenly the Gerard has turned to his back, and then Gerard turns back quickly. So what is the sound? So with the surprised manner he turned towards the that person. Let's see. Gerard pleasantly, why, this is a surprise, Mr. Okay, so here he was pleasantly saying that, why, Mr. Why you are here? So Mr. Means, so he doesn't know the name of the person. So he's unknowingly is entered. Okay, he feels surprised, but he is not showing that he's surprised and feels pleasantly. Okay, so this is intruder. The person who enters into the cottage, that the room of a cottage of that Gerard, that is the intruder. So now the intruder is talking. So here the conversation between intruder and Gerard. So here, so little bit it is in a conversation, not in a story type. Okay, so this lesson in a conversation. Okay, so this is in a form of dialogue, you may say. I am glad you are pleased to see me. I don't think you will be pleased for long, but those paws up. Okay, yes, I am glad, I am happy to see you, but what you are thinking right now, what you are feeling right now, that you are not feeling that way and you are not feeling happy to after some times. And then he says, put those paws up. Paws means hands. So he says that rise your hands up. Okay, so who said? Intruder said here. Gerard, this is all very melodramatic, not very virginal, perhaps, but. So what you are doing, no? Put hands, rise your hands, and you are entering in a, without permission, very silently you are entering and holding your revolver. So all these things are like a melodramatic. Who says here? Gerard says this. So he is not shocked, he is not afraid. Okay. Melodramatic means excessive emotions. He was overacting. Who? That intruder. So who is saying here? That is Gerard is saying to the intruder. Intruder now trying to be calm and air. So trying to be calm. I am trying to be calm first. So he is just relaxing himself first. Then Gerard, nonchalant is your word. I think nonchalant means not showing anxiety and enthusiasm. Okay, so calm means here because he is a person, he is a writer and he was a well cultured. He knows so many vocabularies and he can use according to the situation. And here he says calm. So it means that you are saying about nonchalantly. It means that showing not showing emotions. Okay, so it is not showing emotion and anxiety. That means here. So he asked, I think, intruder, thanks a lot. You will soon stop being smart. I will make you crawl. I want to know a few things. See. Okay. So now intruder get angered. So he's responded. He was argued with this person. Okay. That intruder. The Gerard was argued with that intruder. So he said, stop now. So he's sorry. He says, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for helping me. So what I mean, okay, then you will soon stop being smart. Stop being smart. You don't make a smart in front of me. So he's warning him. I will make you crawl. Crawl means so moving like a snake. So you know the snakes are crawling. So I will make you to crawl. It means I will make you to be not to go outside. Okay, so that is he will kill him. So when he will kill to the Gerard, so he becomes moving like a snake. So that it means here, that is called crawl. Then I want to know a few things. See, so before I am going to kill you, so I wanted some information from you. Okay, so who said here? Intruder said to Gerard. Now Gerard, anything you like. I know all the answers, but before we begin, I should like to change my position. You may be comfortable, but I am not. Okay. So now Gerard understood that this person, he wants some information from me. Okay. So he said, anything as your wish. But before you are asking any questions to me, I am not comfortable with my position, what I am standing. So you are comfortable while asking your questions, but I am not in that stage to say your answers. So that means I want some comfortable place. So he said it. But I am not comfortable in my posture. Now the intruder says, what he says now, sit down there and no funny business. Motions to a chair, so it means motions to chair and seats himself on a divan by the back. Now then we will have a nice little talk about yourself. Okay. Now intruder said that, so when he heard that, so he wants some place to sit. So he said, sit down there. Who said? Intruder said to Gerard. Then, and there is no funny business. So don't make any fun here. Okay. So you don't show your smartness. So what I am saying, you just have to do that. Okay. No funny business means motions to a chair and sits himself on a divan by the back. So he sat on a divan. Okay, it is a cot. So there he has sat there, and then with the bag, and now then we will have a nice little talk with each other. So after that, when you feel comfortable in your seat, then we will have a nice talk with yourself. Okay. So who said this one? Intruder said this. Gerard, at last a sympathetic audience. I will tell you the story of my life. How was a child I was stolen by the gypsies, and why at the age of 32 I find myself in my lonely excess cottage house. So now Gerard, he is saying in a funny way. Okay, actually now Gerard got the intention, he understood the intention of that intruder, why he came here. So now he just provoking him. Okay, so he was provoking him to tell all the information, means he should say, intruder should say all the information by himself. Okay, so he just provoking him. Okay, then so at last sympathetic audience. So Gerard is saying sympathetic audience to intruder. Okay, that now I am going to tell my story, and here is the audience. Okay, so who is the audience here? Only intruder is the audience. So don't get confused here. Sympathetic audience refers to the that is intruder. So who is saying this one? Gerard is saying. So here I am going to say my story, that is the life story. Okay, and how as a child I was stolen by the gypsies. Okay, so gypsies means it's a nomads. So when I was a boy, when I was a child, I was stolen by the gypsies. It means nomads. I was stolen by the nomadic people. Okay, so when I was child, he started saying his story. Then, and why at the age of 32? So now after the age of 32, I find myself in my lonely Essex cottage, and how? So once when I was a child, I was stolen by some of the nomads. But now, right now, I am a 32 years of age. Now I am staying in a lonely. I am living alone in this cottage. Essex cottage means it's the name of the cottage. Okay. So this is. Now he is telling the story of yes, Gerard. But actually, this is not a business of that intruder. So, but being a intellectual person, a smartness, the Gerard is provoking to the intruder to tell all his truth, and what is the intention behind to came that cottage to kill him. Okay, so like that he started his conversation. Okay, so this is now turns to intruder. Intruder, keep it to yourself and just answer my questions. You live here alone? Well, do you? So I don't want to listen. Now intruder says, I don't want to listen to your story. Okay, so you just keep your your story with yourself. I want my question answers. So you should have to say that. Okay, do you? So he asked like that. You are living alone here? So he asked, intruder asked to the Gerard, you are living here in this room, in this cottage? Gerard, I'm sorry. I thought you were telling me, not asking me. A question of inflection, your voice is unfamiliar. So you are just commanding me. You are not asking questions. So what, in the way you are asking questions to me, it is not in the form of asking questions. So you are just giving a statement to me. Okay, so who says this? This is the Gerard said this. And now I say, so here say, I'm sorry. So that I thought you are telling me that you should say these answers and then not asking me. You are not asking, you should have to say these answers, okay, these question answers. And then a question of inflection. Inflection means grammatically by speaking. So, you know, there is a tone with the grammatical when we are speaking. So, in the same word, we are used some a different accent, means a different style. So, that gives a different meaning. Okay. So, here you can take some of the sentence here like, so this is here. Keep it to yourself. Just answer my questions. You live here alone. So, this the sentence. So, your story, you keep it yourself, okay? So, just answer my questions. It means that he is forcibly asking questions according to the intruder, okay? So, this is the thing. Forcibly he is asking. So, here that is called inflection. The difference between the statement and asking questions, okay? So, this is the thing. I hope that you have understood the word called inflection. Then, your voice is unfamiliar. So, your voice is unfamiliar. It is not familiar with your words, okay? So, the tone what you are used, so it is different. So, who says this? Gerard said this to intruder. Intruder with emphasis, do you live here alone? Again, he just came in anger and he says that, do you living alone here? So, he asked here. Gerard, and if I don't answer, so Gerard says, because the way he asking question, it is totally different. It is like ought to Gerard. So that's why he asked. So now what he asked here? If I don't answer, so what you will do me? What you are doing with me? So like that he asked the question. That it means that intruder, you have got enough sense not to want get to. You have got enough sense not to want to get hurt. So you have a good sense, you are understanding well why I came here, but you should not get hurt to yourself. Just say the answers what I am asking here, okay? So this is the means. Then Gerard, I think good sense is shown more in the ability to avoid pain than in the mere desire to do so. What do you think? So now Gerard says here, I think good sense. It's a good sense that without pain, I can tell my answers, okay? So then he says, it's the ability to avoid the pain. I have an ability to avoid the pain. So more than pain, what should I go through, okay? So it's a better to, I say the answers, what you want. Then what do you think? Then, intruder, never mind my name, I like yours better. Mr. Gerard, what are your Christian names? Christian names, okay? Okay, then he changed the topic. Intruder changed the topic and now he's come to the point and now he's asking question. Intruder asking question now. Never mind my name, okay? Don't mind about my name and I like yours better. I don't like my name, I like your name. So tell me your Christian name. Christian means me. So the name which is given in the Christianity, okay? So the full, what called, the Gerard is it is the pen name, you may call them pen name or all are familiar with the name. But actually the real name of Gerard. So he is asking. So now, Gerard, Vincent Charles. So he says, Christian name is Vincent Charles. Intruder, do you run a car? So intruder asks the question, do you run the car? So you know the driving, okay? So then, Gerard, no. So Gerard says no. Then intruder, that's a lie. You are not dealing with a fool. I am as smart as you and smarter, and I know you run a car. Better be careful, wise guy. Okay. So intruder, he just with the anger, he just showing his anger to the Gerard, that when he said that no, I don't know driving, so he said that's a lie. You are telling lie to me. You know driving, you know how to drive car. Then so what you thought, you are dealing with the fool. I am a fool here, I am an idiot, what you are saying. So who says here? That is intruder says here, I am as smart as you. Yes, I am smart. How much you are smart? I am smarter than you. Okay, so intruder says, I know you are run a car. I know that you are run a car, you drive a car. Better be careful, wise guy. So you should have to tell the right answers before telling any answers. Okay, don't tell lie. So you should have to be warned. I am a smarter one. So don't escape from my answers. You should tell me the right answers. That means, okay. Then Gerard, are you American or is that a merely clever imitation? So Gerard says in a funny way, are you what the language you are talking, you belongs to America, or you are having the imitating, you are imitating the style of American accent, you are using that language. Okay, so he asked the question, Gerard asked the question to, now Gerard is asked to question to intruder. Intruder, listen, this gun's no toy. I can hurt you without killing you and still get my answers. Okay, so see, I have a gun in my hand. So this is not a toy. So it is not a toy to play. So I am having a real gun. Okay, if I will hurt you, I can get my answer when I hurt you. When I given a pain to you, you can give me the answers. But before I am going to hurt you, before I am going to kill you, it's better to be responded properly. Be careful. Still get my answers. I will get my answers. Okay. Then Gerard. Now Gerard, of course, if you put it like that, I will be glad to assist you. So it means don't you hold your gun in your hand. Just hold it on a table. So of course you will get your answers too. So don't bother yourself and also your gun. So just put it on the table, I will tell my answers. So what you want the answers from me, I will say it. So that means Gerard, I do possess a car and it's in the garage round the corner. Yes, I will drive a car. I can drive a car. So it is there in the garage. Okay. So he says, and round the corner. Intruder, that's better. Do people often come out here? So some people are coming here, means he is asking, you know the driving. Okay, that's good. Intruder says, and now he is asking other questions. Is any other person is coming here? So this is then where Gerard says here, where rarely, surprisingly few people take trouble to visit me. There's a baker and the greengrocer, of course, and then there is the milkman. Quite charming, but no one is so interesting as yourself. Okay, so who are the people are visiting to this cottage to see me? That is the baker. The baker who come to give me some breads and some cakes and all. And then greengrocer. Greengrocer means a person who can sell the vegetables and fruits to this Gerard. So that is the greengrocer, of course, and then the milkman. And who is coming to this cottage? That is the milkman. And of course, they are quite charming, but actually you are charming too, and you are more interested than those people, because no one has asked me my story and you are asking my story. So that is interesting to me to say my answers to you. Okay, so that is one of the interesting thing for me to tell the answers. Then intruder, I happen to know what you never see, tradespeople. Okay, I know that you are never see the tradespeople. Tradespeople means the people who are coming they are having a business, like the people like milkman, then greengrocery, and also greengrocer, and also what called baker. So these people are called as a trade people. I know that you are not meet with those people. You are not dealing with those people. You are not talking with those people. Okay, and how can you tell your answer, tell your stories to those? Okay, so you wanted to live alone. So I know that. Who says here? Intruder says this. Now Gerard, you seem to have taken a considerable amount of trouble since you know so much about me. Won't you say something about yourself? You have been so modest. Okay, So you have considerable amount of trouble. You make yourself lot of trouble to enter into the room, then you plan so many things, and God collected so many information about me. Okay, so who says here? Gerard says, since you know so much about me, but then also you don't know about me. Okay, so I have some other stories, I have my other life stories. Then won't you say something about yourself? Now you will tell something about yourself. So okay, leave about myself, now you say about yourself. So Gerard is asking to the intruder, now you have been so modest. Modest means not to speak one's own achievement. So modest means he is not speaking his main intention. So now by the smartfully, Gerard is asking the main intention of this intruder. So why he came to the cottage for killing the Gerard. Okay, so this is the intention. Now he is asking that you are too modest. You have not spoke about why you came into the cottage. What is your achievement, okay, of this act? And now intruder, I could tell you plenty. You think you are smart, but I am the top of the class around here. I have got brains and I use them. That's how I have got where I have. Okay, so now with the smartly, so this intruder is also saying the answers. What he says? So what he said that I could tell you plenty. I will say about myself only plentifully. Okay, then you think you are a smart? I thought that means you are thinking that you are a smart. I am too smart than you. Okay, and then I am a top lister. I am too smart because I am a criminal. Okay, yes, you think you are smart. I have got brains, I use them. Even I am also have my brain, I can use it according to the situation. That's how I have got where I have. So from where I came from, so I trained my brain, I planned each and everything before I coming to your cottage. Then Gerard, and where precisely have you got? It didn't require a great brain to break into my little cottage. So precisely have you got? So the information what you have collected about me, no? So where did you got from that? Where did you get that information? And I didn't require that kind of a great brain, because this cottage is very small one. So why you put all your effort in your collecting information? Okay. So he is saying, Gerard is saying in a unpleasantful manner to the intruder. Okay, to provoking him. Okay, to tell the main intention behind why he came to the cottage. Okay, then now Gerard. Okay, now intruder. When now turns his intruder, the conversation is, when you know why I have broken into your little cottage, you will be surprised, and it won't be a pleasant surprise. Okay, so now you got to know that why I came to your cottage, and not more surprised than, so my intention is shocked. Okay, so yes, it is a shocked one if I tell my intention. Then Gerard, with your figuring so largely in it, that's the understandable. By the way, what particular line of crime do you embrace? Or aren't you a specialist? So now Gerard is asking, by with your figure, means the large figure, your appearance, your gestures, the way of talking, with that I can understand it. Okay, so for what intention you came here? But actually, so what is your line of profession? Particular crime do you embrace? Means what is your main special thing? In a crime, he is a robber, he is a thief, or he is a criminal. Means he can kill people, although he is a criminal. So what is your special qualities in your job? Okay, so he says here, aren't you a specialist? You are a special in some of the work in this crime. Then intruder, my specialist jewel robbery. Your car will do me a treat. It's certainly a dandy bus. Okay, yes, I am a jewelry robber. Okay, so I can rob the jewelry, and then your car will do me a treat. It's certainly dandy bus. Dandy bus means it's a stylish, excellent kind of a car which gives the feeling of a bus. Okay, that is called as a dandy car. So who is having that car? That is Gerard is having. Now he is asking that car. You know that what kind of a car you have? So next time it is treating me. So that is, I am the owner. So when you will die, after that I am the owner of your car. okay, so that is going to treat me. The car, I will enjoy that car. That means here, Gerard, I am afraid jewels are few and far between in the wilds of Essex. So Essex is a place where Cottage is situated, okay. So here he is asking here, I am afraid jewels are few. Here it is a wild place. Cottage which is living usually in the forest or some of the place where there is far away from the city, towns, okay. So there it is there. And he is asking question to Intruder. Gerard is asking question to Intruder. So it is a quite surprise that you came here because no, you are not getting any jewels in this wild. So only you will get here, that is the wild of Cottage. That is the wild Essex of Cottage, okay. In this wild place, you are not getting any jewels here. So who says this? Gerard says this to Intruder. Then next is Intruder. So are the cops? I can retire here nicely for a little while, okay. Are the cops means police, okay. So here not only jewels are not getting, I am not getting, so here jewels are also not available. Even the cops are not coming into this place. So after some time I will leave this place, okay. So this is said by Intruder. Gerard, you mean to live with me? A trifle sudden, isn't you? You have not been invited. It means that you are living with me, okay. You are living with me. I am also going out. So that you have been invited for, okay. Then Intruder, you won't be here long. So I didn't trouble to ask. So you are not living here, means you are going to die now. After some time you are going to die. So I am not troubling to ask those questions, okay. Then Gerard, what do you mean? Now he asked the question, what do you mean I am not living longer? Intruder, this is your big surprise. I am going to kill you. So now he came to the actual intention, okay. His main intention of the Intruder is to kill the Gerard, okay. While in the conversation, now Gerard he has come to know about. So what is the intention of that person, the Intruder, okay. That is actually I came here that I am going to kill you, okay. It is a big surprise. Gerard, a little harsh, isn't it? So he gave a hard sign. He was given a symbol of it's a surprised one, but it's a manner of something different. So which is not excited and he is not felt sad, okay. Then the Intruder, with a heavy sarcasm, I will be sorry to do it. I have taken a fancy to you, but it's just got to be done, okay. So here says sarcasm means opposite meaning. So what is the with the heavy meaning? So actually what he says, actually it is not mean that. It gives the opposite meaning, that is called sarcasm. So what it means, yes, I will be sorry. He is asking sorry that he is going to kill. Actually he is not saying sorry, okay. So actually by the heart he is not saying sorry. His intention is to kill him, okay. And now he is giving some polite answers. I have taken a fancy to you, okay. Whatever you like the things, I will take it from you. Then, but it's just got to be done. So after I will kill you, I will got whatever the things which belongs to you, I will get it over, okay. Gerard, why add murder to your other crimes? Is it a grave step you are taking? Why add murder? So you are adding your whatever the crimes you have done. So you are adding the punishment. Your punishment is increasing here, okay. So this is, and it is a grave step. It is a serious step. If you are murdering me, if you are killing me, it is a serious step for you, okay, that you are going to be punished. Then Intruder, I am not taking it for fun. I have been haunted long enough. I am wanted for murder already and they can't hang me twice. So here Intruder says that actually I have murdered, before I am coming to to your cottage, I have murdered another person, okay. So how many people I will murder, the punishment will be remain the same, that is the hanged, that is the death sentence, okay. So death sentence is the punishment. If I murder one person or another person, so the punishment is remain the same, okay. So why not I should murder you. Gerard, you are planning a gracious double, so to speak, admitted. You have nothing to lose but what you do gain. So gracious means to do something without reason. So you're planning everything without any reason. So why you're planning? So why you're killing me? So the Gerard is asking here, and admitted you have nothing to lose as for yourself, but what you have to gain. So what you don't have anything to lose and you have not gained also. So what you have gained, that is the punishment, that is the death sentence. Then intruder, I have got freedom to to gain. As for myself, so what I am gaining, so if I kill you, so what I am gaining is the freedom. Okay, so why he got the freedom? I am a poor haunted rat. As Vincent Charles Gerard, I am free to go places and do nothing. I can eat well, sleep, and without having to be ready to beat it at the sight of a cop. So now he came to the actual intention. So he wants the freedom. So what the Vincent Charles Gerard is enjoying the life according to the intruder. Okay, now intruder is responding to the question of Gerard. So what you are enjoying? Because because of my crime, the police, the cops is also means that police. So police is also searching for me. Okay, to send a prison, but I wanted to escape from those police. Okay, so I wanted to escape those punishment. So I wanted to kill you. I want to come to your place. Okay, I get your identity, so then I can become a free. Okay, I can do whatever you are doing till now. So everything I will do freely. So whatever I can eat freely. I can do anything wherever I can go. I can go everywhere. Okay, so this is because he was a wanted person. He was a wanted criminal. Then Gerard, in most melodramas, the villain is foolish enough to delay his killing long enough to be frustrated. You are much luckier. So melodramas, usually in the dramas, in the movies, so I have seen that the villains are the foolish, they are the idiots. Okay, enough to delay his killing long enough to be frustrated. So how much they are taking time to commit a crime, so they will become a frustrated. Okay, they become a anger. Then you are much luckier, but you are much luckier. You are a luckier person here. Ready to beat means it's to have immediately. Okay, immediately, that means that is called ready to beat. Then let's move to the so before I am going to move to the further story, so today I am going to stop this lesson here, this story here. So we will meet you in the next class. Okay, so I hope that you are enjoyed this part first, the half of the story, how the conversation between intruder and Gerard, how this Gerard is as being a smart, because he is a well cultured, and he wanted to know the intention of the intruder, why he came to kill him. Okay, why he entered into the cottage and what is the intention. So by his talking, by his smartness, so he come to know about by the intruder only. Okay, so he come to know about what is the intention behind of this person. Okay, so this is the today's class. I hope you are understood this class. All of you, we will meet you in the next class. Till then, all of you stay at home, keep learning. Thank you.